Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and it's been a few days since iOS 11 Beta 8 has been out for developers, and Public Beta 7 is out as well. Now this is much more stable in my opinion than the previous versions, at least in my experience. This is my own phone on the iPhone 7 Plus. It's my phone I use every day, all day, and it's working pretty well. Now the battery on this has been pretty good. It's been good enough that I don't think about it. So I don't think, wow, I'm really low on battery. Now this was just plugged in and charged. I have 38 minutes of usage and 49 minutes of standby total, and I'm down to 94%. And that seems to be okay for me. I easily get about 8 hours of usage out of the 7 Plus. With the 7, you're going to get a little bit less just due to the battery size in general. But it's been pretty fast. The screen, when you move back and forth, occasionally it will stutter, just like it did there. I don't know if you caught that. But sometimes it will hiccup, like it jumps here and then it stops and keeps going. So I do see that from time to time. That's probably the number one issue I've had on this beta. I also get the 3D touch lag. I haven't had any issues with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth disconnecting. I did on Beta 7. It seemed like Wi-Fi wasn't so great sometimes, but it's working okay now. All of my different apps seem to be working just fine. No issues there. And the stuttering is really the only issue I have with the frame rate issues with 3D touch and the stuttering when I'm scrolling back and forth. Other than that, this has been a pretty solid beta for me. Now, a lot of people are wondering when will the final come out, and that's probably going to be September 20th. It looks like September 12th is when they'll announce the next iPhone, and on that day they normally release the Gold Master or the final version before the public release. Now, if you're concerned about being able to get that, I get that question all the time. All you'll need to do most likely is go to Settings. We'll go back to General, go down to the bottom, go to the Profile, remove the profile, reboot the phone, go back into General, check for an update. If there's an update, you're good to go. Just update and you'll have the final. If there's not an update, it's probably because the Gold Master is the same as the public release, and then that's it. You've already got it. So many times the Gold Master is the same as the final release, and you just use that until the next update comes out, and that's the public release as well. I'll be sure to keep all of that information updated. I always update that on Twitter when those come out, if they're the same version numbers, things like that. So if you don't follow me there, you can do that at zollotech, and I'll leave a link below so you can do that. But I tend to post that kind of information there, and I can do that on different social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, things like that. But this particular update has been pretty rock solid other than that stuttering issue. All the apps seem to work okay. Everything's nice and smooth other than the 3D touch and the things I mentioned. This seems to be working fine. I have no issues. I've been using CarPlay on this with no issues this time. Last time I had some issues with app crashing, issues with, I think, Beta 6 and 7. I had to reboot my phone sometimes. With this beta, CarPlay seems to be fixed for me for the most part. Other than that, there's nothing really to complain about. Everything's working well, and I definitely could recommend you could try it out now if you'd like to. It's pretty safe to do that, and we'll see the final version hopefully in a couple of weeks. If we don't see a Beta 9 on Monday, you can expect the Gold Master the following week at the Apple event, if that's when we see that. So let me know your experience, though, in the comments below. If you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, thanks again to Cameron and Connor for sending that along. I'll leave that in the description below. And other than that, though, please subscribe and like if you haven't already. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.